Welcome back! This time we're doing Season 4. You already know how this goes. Relationships and popularity are neutral and the profiles are randomized on the spot. Let's see what the randomization will give us. Competition ability. I suppose Chad has it the best, and when it comes to the worst, maybe it's Willam or actually Fifi. Other attributes. Puff, who has it the best. Lashawn has it the best. And the worst is maybe Latrice or Chad. Well, let's see how this goes. Let's go! The alliances: Alisa, Chad, Dida, Jiggly, Kenya, Chad and Latrice, Jiggly, Lashawn, Madame, Willam, Alisa, Lashawn, Willam. And the first head of household is Chad. And she nominates Madame Laqueer and Sharon. The veto participants are Alisa, the princess, and Latrice. The veto winner is Chad. She wins full power. She doesn't change her mind about the nominations. Willam wants to look better, and Fifi doesn't like Dida. Eviction time. Laqueer, Laqueer, Sharon, Laqueer, Sharon, Laqueer, Sharon, Sharon, Laqueer, Sharon, and it's a tie. Chad chooses to eliminate Sharon, though it was a thrown vote, so this could have gone either way. Goodbye, Sharon. Week 2. The second head of household is Madame Laqueer, and she nominates Kenya and the princess. The veto participants are Dida, Chad, and Fifi. And the winner of the veto is the princess. She saves herself, and the replacement is Latrice. Latrice tries to make Dida look bad, Fifi is being entertaining, and Fifi is being mean to Madame Laqueer. Eviction voting. Kenya, Kenya, Latrice, Kenya, Latrice, Latrice, Kenya, Kenya, Latrice. By a 5-4 vote, Kenya is out. Week 3. The third head of household is Chad. She's doing great. She nominates Willam and Lashawn. The veto participants are Alisa, Madame Laqueer, and Dida Ritz. The winner of the veto is Lashawn. She saves herself. The princess is the replacement. Let's see what happens in the house. Dida Ritz has an ego, Lashawn and Willam hate each other, Latrice isn't feeling great, the princess is having a meltdown, and Dida doesn't like the princess. Eviction voting. The princess, 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 the princess. It was an unanimous vote for the princess. Week 4. Willam leaves alliance number 4. The fourth head of household is Latrice Royale, and she nominates Dida Ritz and Willam. The participants are Chad, Fifi, and Alisa. The winner of the veto is Dida. She saves herself, and Madame Laqueer is the replacement. Latrice doesn't seem to like a lot of people. Milan likes Fifi, trusts Fifi, and Madame Laqueer is careless with Milan's property. Madame Laqueer, Willam, 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 Madame Laqueer, Madame Laqueer, Willam. By a vote of 4-3, Willam is eliminated. Week 5. The fifth head of household is Chad. She nominates Lashawn and Jiggly. The participants in the veto are Latrice, Alisa, and Dida. The winner of veto is Latrice, and she doesn't use it. She doesn't like anyone, really. Let's see what happens. Dida Ritz has an ego, Milan is careless with Chad's property, Alisa and Madame like each other, and Jiggly tries to make Chad look bad. Eviction voting. Jiggly, Lashawn, 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 and LaShawn. It's an almost unanimous vote for LaShawn. Week 6. The alliance number 4 dissolves. Jiggly and Madame LaQueer aren't working together anymore. The 6th head of household is Dida, and she nominates Latrice and Fifi. Then veto participants are Chad, Madame LaQueer, and Milan. The winner is Chad. Does she save anyone? She saves Latrice, and the replacement is Milan. Madame LaQueer wants to look better. Chad Michaels is not to be trusted, and Chad likes Latrice, and Latrice likes her back. The vote: Milan, 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 and is a unanimous vote for Milan. Week 7. Dida Ritz leaves Alliance 1. The 7th head of household is... I'm going to guess it's Chad again. Or not. Jiggly Caliente wins the 7th head of household this time. And she nominates Chad and Dida. Let's see who the veto participants are. Latrice, Fifi, and LaQueer. The veto winner is Chad. She saves herself, and Latrice is the replacement. Latrice isn't having a great time, and Alisa tries to make Dida look bad. Eviction. Latrice, Dida, Latrice, Dida. It's a tie. Jiggly takes out Latrice. It's jury phase. Fifi and Alisa have yet to win something, and the last remaining alliance dissolves. Everyone is on their own now. The 8th head of household is Madame LaQueer, and she nominates Dida and Fifi. Everybody participates in the veto, and the winner is Chad. Does she save anyone? No. Dida Ritz is not feeling the best, and Chad wants to look better. Eviction. Dida, 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 and it's unanimous vote for Dida. Goodbye. Week 9. The 9th head of household is Chad again. She nominates Jiggly and Alisa. Everyone is in the veto, and the winner of the veto is Alisa. She saves herself. Fifi is the replacement. Chad doesn't like Madame LaQueer. Voting. Jiggly and Jiggly. Jiggly is out. Unanimously. Fifi remains the only contestant to not win anything yet. Does that sound familiar? And Alisa wins the 10th head of household. She nominates Fifi and Chad. Everyone is in the veto. Does Madame LaQueer win? She doesn't. Alisa wins. She saves Chad, and Madame is the automatic replacement. Alisa isn't feeling great, and Madame LaQueer hates Chad Michaels. Chad takes out Madame LaQueer, and she's gone. The final head of household. Let's see if Fifi gets to win anything. Chad wins part 1. Alisa wins part 2. Meaning Fifi is the first top 3 member to not win anything. Alisa wins the final head of household. And she eliminates Fifi. Fifi comes in 3rd place without having won anything. Finale. Let's see what the finalists and judges have to say. Alisa simply did not receive a vote. Chad better performed in challenges, won 8 challenges, was saved with veto 2 times, survived 3 nominations, and did not receive a vote. Let's see what the jury says. Chad, 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 and Chad. Chad wins unanimously, and the fan favorite is Madame LaQueer. And the final statistics. Here are the placements, the weekly popularity. How come Madame LaQueer is the fan favorite when Willam was the most popular? How does that work? Oh well, Latrice ended up being the most hated, and Chad was in 2nd place. Other statistics. Chad won 8 challenges, Fifi was nominated the most in 5 times, and Madame Lacour received the most votes. And that's it. That's the entire season 4. What do you think of this season? Do you think the right person won? Comment below. And I'll see you on All Stars 1.